How you doing? My name is Chris. Welcome to my shop. Got another simple project for you to do today for kids in your area for the upcoming holiday season, should you choose to do so. But I have to tell you, today's project wasn't an idea I had. It was a project that I was told to do. Yeah, and it was by none other than the one and only Jamie Page. But you know, to his credit, he sent me some detailed instructions. Now, many of you know who Jamie is, and you're probably thinking to yourself, as I was, well, Jamie has a YouTube channel. Why doesn't he do a video on this? And, well, apparently the answer is Jamie has been in the hospital because he had to have his foot operated on. And after the surgeon successfully removed his foot from his mouth, he told Jamie that he should probably stay off it for a while. So he's left it up to me. So some scrap wood, a piece of dowel, and we're going to call this one done for Mr. Page. Coming up next. Okay. Scrap wood is basically a 2x6 cutoff that I had from a previous project just laying around in my scrap wood bin. And then I've also got 1/2-inch dowel, which apparently, according to those highly sophisticated plans I received, this apparently is all it's going to take to do this. According to those great plans, it requires me to cut a curve into this wood here and also here to form sort of a handle on this end, while this end right here remains relatively square. And in order to do that, I thought in this case, this cup right here was appropriate. So let me go ahead and start the curve using this cup, and then we'll move on from there. And that ought to pretty much do it. As you can see, this handle, it looks a little small, you know, compared to an adult hand. But remember, this is going to be something kids are playing with, so it's not going to matter. And then I've left it wide because this will end up being turned on the lathe so I can make that handle round. So let me go ahead and mark the center off on this board so I know where to center it when I do put it on the lathe. But we can take it over the bandsaw and cut this out. All right, change of plan here, I think. And the reason for the change in plan is if I put this in the lathe, this is pine, I'm going to get tear out. I just know I am. I mean, somebody else could probably do it and get away with it, but, you know, I'm not going to even go there. I think what I'll do, the solution to this is I'm going to try to go ahead and make this handle a little narrower, and then we'll just kind of round it over using a router. So we'll go from there. All right, I think this will do it. Much more convenient for a child's hand. Before we go rounding any of this over, though, I think the best thing for me to do is going to be to lay out the grid here, and then we can worry about rounding everything over and making it comfortable to hold. So let's get that done. Okay, I think that'll do it. Grid lines are set. What I'm going to want to do from this point is I want to score these lines out so they remain within the wood. And so I'll just be taking this little V-bit I have, mounting it in my router table, and scoring these lines out. And once I have that done, I'll paint the lines black. But before I get to that point, I want to put a couple coats of shellac on this, just because I know I'm going to get paint outside those lines, and I don't want it to soak into the raw wood. But with a coat of shellac on there first, if I go outside those lines when painting them in, I can just wipe it off the surface and it won't be an issue. So let me go ahead and get some shellac on there, then we'll take this over to the router table and get those lines cut out. So there you go. It's just a handheld tic-tac-toe game for the kids. And I think it came out okay, but we should probably ask the expert. What do you say, Mr. Page? I'll talk to you later.